Hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Tomb of the Kings Avenue. So this is the main road from the Clorica, Casonica, Paya side of Paphos, and we are literally in downtown Paphos. On the right hand side is the Tomb of the Kings archaeological site. So perhaps if your name's Lady Andrea and there's a Sir Martin in your life, perhaps when you come to Paphos in a few weeks' time, he might drag you there again. But don't worry. You phone me and I'll come and pick you up and take you straight back to the Dionysus Central Hotel. No, it's not the Dionysus Central, is it? It's the Kissos Hotel, which is coming up just over yonder. So you haven't got that far to walk. So in that case, you haven't got to phone Mr. Paul. Simple as that. Tomb of the Kings Avenue, the shops galore, restaurants galore, hire car companies, anything you could want is here. Kissos Hotel is just down there to the right, by the way, and then literally 3 or 4 minutes walk and you'll be on the beach. You'll be on the Cephalius beach, the Pharos beach and the Lighthouse beach to give you some bearings. Great beaches in downtown Paphos. Tomb of the Kings waiting especially for you. And if you want a great breakfast, there you go. Tea for two. That could be a special little restaurant waiting just for you. Talking about traffic lights, Lady Andrea, here we are again, and they're on red, especially for me. And now I'm being a very, very good boy, like most of us locals, and we are treating traffic lights with respect because they are slowly but surely putting traffic cameras on literally everyone. At the moment, I think in Paphos there's 6 been installed. They're going to go live in the next couple of months, and the rumour has it that they are going to install 60 cameras on various traffic lights. So in other words, most of the traffic lights in Paphos this year will have traffic cameras on them. They're going to catch us if we go through on amber, of course on red, or perhaps even just cross that line because we're that little bit impatient. And on top of that, they're going to get us for speeding as well. Oh my goodness. At least they can't get us for talking on our mobile phone or making YouTube videos. On that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, click that, subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. Now, if you do hit the thumbs up, the like button, and if you do choose to subscribe to the channel, firstly, we thank you very, very much indeed, but it doesn't cost you a single penny. All it does is tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps they should recommend it to more like-minded people like yourselves. But if you do want to keep the channel afloat, shall we say, all you have to do is Google these magic words. Buy me a coffee, Marika and me, and of course up will come our landing page, and you can choose to read that a little bit more about us, and of course, why not gift us that virtual coffee or two? And again, we thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. That's how the channel is funded, and we do thank each and every person that takes the time to gift us that virtual coffee or two. If your name's Miss Sam, and of course there's a Mr. Tim in your life, we thank you very, very much indeed for those coffees. And of course, if you're the mountain man Sir Lee with the beauty in his life called Lady Vicky, we thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. And we'd also like to do a big shout out and wish a very, very happy birthday to the superstar known as Princess Layla. We hope you're having a fantastic day, and we hope your mum and dad have spoiled you rotten. So very, very happy birthday indeed to Princess Layla. We're loving you like crazy, and we're looking forward to seeing you in July. I think it's June, or is it July? I'm not sure. June or July, but we will be coming down to Iron Appa, yeah, because it's the big man's birthday, and we'll be having a great, great time indeed. Now, we're heading through central Paphos. That's where we are. Now, as you see, it's pretty much closed down because it's that funny time of year, Christmas and New Year, isn't it? And we're going to head up towards the old town and circumnavigate it so you know exactly where it is. And coming up on the left-hand side is another new product, well, item building, shall we say, in Paphos, and it's this place, a brand new petrol station. Now, I understood in most parts of the UK and Europe, they were removing petrol stations from the centre of town, but not in Paphos. There's a brand new one, so if you're scooting around Paphos and you need a little bit of liquid in your tank, that's the place to go. and it'll be opening up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now this part of traffic here does get quite congested, as you may have noticed, even on a day like today, because it sort of bottlenecks you, shall we say. But we are going to take a left and head out towards the proper part of the Old Town. Technically this is the Old Town now, but we're going to go around the back bit and drive around some of the shopping areas, shall we say. It'll all be closed, but at least you'll know exactly where it is. And as you can see, it's gridlock traffic and people blocking the roads and people going through on red lights and all those kind of things. But hey, what's new in downtown Paphos? Now this part of Paphos again has had an awful lot of renovation, new pavements, new black stuff on the road, and these little metal things in the pavements to stop us from parking, which is a good idea and a bad idea at the same time, isn't it? Legalities are slowly but surely coming to Cyprus, and they are controlling us and making us park in the car parks and pay, which of course gives funds for the municipality to keep on making improvements, and that's how it works, isn't it? We all whinge about paying for parking, but hopefully they spend that money on the roads and on the infrastructure. One of the best coffee shops in Paphos is there on the left. That is the Cafe Nero, and for those of you who know it, if you sit on the terrace, oh my goodness, do you get a spectacality of a view indeed, straight out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. So this is the Old Town of Paphos. Bars galore, gift shops, boutiques, jewellers, all those kinds of things are here waiting just for you. And of course, if you walk along this part and look to the left, you get truly spectacalities of views indeed out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. So don't click off just yet. We are circumnavigating. That's a nice restaurant there. I can't pronounce it, but I went there with two superstars, Lord Jeremy and Lord Simon, and I'll tell you what, we had a meze to die for. It really was good, and it was very reasonably priced. So if you're in the Old Town and you fancy a meze, that's where you should go. There's no doubt about it. So let's keep going, and we're going to go through the car park and work our way into the central part of the Old Town. So here we go. Now in this part of Paphos, if you need to park, by the way, you need to get yourself what's called the Smart app. And very easy to do, so I'm told, but I haven't done it because I don't like paying for parking. But if you are coming to Paphos and got a hire car, perhaps you should invest in it. And it costs you €1 to park for an hour. Now I'll bet you that most of these people have not paid, so they run the risk of getting that ticket, which I believe is €25 at the moment. But if I was a tourist, I think I would probably download the Smart app, hook my smartphone up to it, and well, hey, simple as that, isn't it? There you go. There's a chappie. That's traditional Cypriot parking there. Double yellow lines and on a pavement. Why not? That's the best way to park. So as we've seen, there are a few people about, because of course it is that funny time of year, and they're wandering around looking for somewhere, perhaps to get a drink, perhaps to get somewhere to eat. There's one of Cressida Booth's favourite boutiques there. Not one of my favourites, obviously, because it costs me a fortune every time she goes in there, but there you go. That's life. If you want a blonde beauty in your life, you've got to treat her with respect. Let's let this chappie go. There we go. Always be respectful when you drive around. Why not? And you never know, people may return the favour to you, isn't it? There's a lot of frustrated people driving around. I'm not one of those. Quite relaxed and quite calm. Now that must have hurt. There's no doubt about that. Some idiot obviously came down here last night, perhaps he had a drink or two, who knows, but that must have hurt. There's no doubt about that. Those bollards are concrete, and he's demolished 3 or 4 of them. Paphos Central Old Town, it's waiting especially for you. Let's work our way back and get our way back down towards the Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. Now there are bus services from the harbour to here. Cost you $1.50. That's what it'll cost you each, obviously. And they go around about every 15 to 20 minutes, so pretty good bus service. But if you're on foot, as a lot of people are, it'll take you around 15-20 minutes to walk it. In the summer, I suggest you carry a bottle of water with you, because the temperatures can be up to around about 38 degrees also. So you may think it's easy. Going down's not too bad because you're going downhill, but coming up from the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, make sure you've got a bottle of water with you, I would say. We're back into the area where the Cafe Nero is, and this is the oldie world part of Paphos. There's a bank. If you want some money, pop your plastic friend in there, and well, you never know. If you've got some money, it might give you some, or it might just eat your plastic card. You never know. Let's keep going. We're going to drop our way down towards the Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. So don't click off just yet. If you want to see a truly spectacality of a view indeed, it's going to be coming up very, very soon indeed. Thanks, Lady Andrea. You've knocked the lights to red, especially for me. I'm surprised actually how much traffic there is, because as I've said, it's very difficult to explain what time of year it is. It's called, I can't even pronounce it, but it's the Orthodox holiday over Christmas, and this is their Christmas and New Year all rolled into one. Hence, most of the shops are closed and most of the people are gathering with their family and that kind of thing. And I've no doubt there'll be quite a few people hunting for a drink or two in the Paphos Harbour and the Paphos Promenade. So sit with us. I promise you, Lady Andrea will switch these lights to green very, very soon indeed. She's probably got a sausage in her mouth or something like that. And of course, Sir Mart will be practicing his karaoke. If you want to laugh, why not go and hunt them down on YouTube? Andrea and Mart, often they're doing fish and chip reviews, and if they're not doing that, they're dancing and prancing in the lounge singing karaoke, especially for you. And they're coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed, and you never know, we might drag them to the Lofty's karaoke bar and have a sing-song or two, especially if you're trying to keep this road. It's a bit of a bad bit of road, this is. You'd have thought they would have improved this bit of road when they did the uptown bit of road, but perhaps this is next. So don't forget to keep coming back to check on the improvements that are going on in and around Paphos. There's that brand new petrol station again. And on the left-hand side here, by the way, is the gadget shop. Now, I was asked by a gentleman in the Old Town who I bumped into a couple of months ago with his son, and they were looking for a particular charging cable. And of course, that's the place for you to go. And they sell all sorts of bits and bobs in there. And also, you know, if you have the mishap of cracking the screen on your smartphone, again, go there. Normally, within 3 or 4 hours, they'll put a new screen in, or perhaps a new battery. These kind of things. We all need these things, don't we? And in fact, I've actually dropped my work phone and cracked the screen. I don't really care, but to be honest, I think I might go and get a new screen. And these things in Paphos, by the way, are a lot cheaper than they are in the UK. To have a new screen put in your phone is going to cost you around about 40-50 euros. Last time I was in the UK, they wanted 50 euros just to put a new battery in, which was, well, I left it, shall we say. Now, if your name's Sir Martin and there's a girl in your life called Lady Victoria, just over yonder, right in front of us, one of the blacked out windows, that is the Habanas cigar shop, and that's where we're going to go and get some Romeo and Juliets, and then we'll do a bit of la-di-daring for Sir Bernie and his girl Lady Jan, and of course for Lord Derek Scully and his booth in downtown Dublin. Here we go, this is the final descent, and we are now heading straight all the way to the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour. And it's a little bit overcast, don't get me wrong, with the temperature 18-19 degrees. It's not bad, and there's people walking around in shorts and t-shirts, as we can see. So if you're looking for a great place to come for your holidays, Paphos should be at the very, very top of your list. And as predicted, gridlock traffic, because everybody wants to go to the downtown Cape of Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. So stick with us. We could be stuck in this traffic jam for a while. So I think on that note, we're going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And let's not forget to wish a happy birthday to the superstar in downtown South Wales, Princess Layla. Have a wonderful day, and we're wishing you a happy birthday from the bottom of our two hearts. Thanks for watching. Absolute gridlock in downtown Paphos. We're on the move again. Here we go. You never know. We might get to the Paphos Harbour. The traffic is cleared. For some reason, they're all going that way. What's down that way? The Paphos Mall back entrance. So perhaps that's where they're all going. Let's keep going then. Paphos Harbour is the next stop. Coming up on the left-hand side now, by the way, is the Begonia Garden Centre. So perhaps if you're living in Paphos and you want some plants, that could be a great place to go. We've also got a great coffee shop, and then on the right-hand side is the Paphos Mall. So if you want air-conditioned luxury when you go to do your shopping, that's the place for you. In front of us now is the Paphos Mall roundabout, and overhead there is the Paphos Skywalk. And we are going to go straight underneath it and straight down to Paphos Harbour. You're going to get a great view, I promise you, so don't click off just yet. It seems to be quite popular, by the way. If you see these two girls on the right hand side, they're hiring these bikes, and often outside most of the hotels now have noticed that there are these bikes parked up. I've been told they're around €15 for an hour. I think if you negotiate you can get 3 or 4 hours for about 25, somewhere around there. But it could be a great way to get around the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. Of course, you can also go and rent a electric trike from kdbscooters.com. Go see Maria, she'll do you a special deal, especially if you mention Marika and me. This is the final descent, and this is the road where there are cafes and all those kind of things. But on top of all that, there's more property sellers on this road than anywhere else in Paphos. So if you're looking for a property to buy in Paphos, this should be the road for you. And just over yonder there was the Zorbus Bakery. So if you're part of the Nantwich crew in downtown Nantwich, if your name's Lady Jessica, our great friend, and her man, Sir Simon, and of course the superstars, Princess Meghan, and of course the little gangster, Gangster Max, that might bring back some fond memories of you. We hope you've had a great Christmas, and we're wishing you a very happy New Year indeed. Paphos Harbour is coming up, and the sun is trying to break through the clouds, but there's no doubt the view is going to be spectacular. Here it comes. I'm going to say thanks for watching and leave you to feast your eyes and to digest the beauty and the spectacality of downtown Paphos. Think, but it can get much better than that.